Doug Thompson, we're here in the shop today, and we were up in Seattle 2 weeks ago, and my wife's cousin had us over for a very fabulous crab lunch. They're crabbers, and they went out the night before and got all these crabs, which we had for lunch. And so as a thank you, I'm going to make them a little, I guess, Dungeness crab. And I'll start with cutting out the body, and then making the claws and the feet and the eyes, and then we'll put it all together. I've marked out on this piece of 16 gauge, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut through here a little bit with the bandsaw. This is a wonderful tool, the Beverly Shear, with curved blades, so you can cut curves with it. I think they've been making this thing for like 90 years. Most of the tooling that I've made, these fullers for the treadle hammer, have a piece of 1-inch stock as kind of the part that gets received. Well, this is a much bigger hole, so I made this little saddle to go into the hardy hole, and then I can drop in all the tooling and use it very quickly on the anvil. Again, I'm making the leg. I don't mind if it's a little bit rough, but that's about what I want. About a 1/16 of an inch square, 332 at the very end. Now I'll go ahead and fuller the segments of the leg. A couple lines on the anvil to kind of help myself out. Got it started. I'm feeling for it. Maybe a little bit more. I'm having to peek over this thing. And that's about enough. I don't want to fuller it too much, or if when I go to bend it, it might snap off. So I'll realign this, put it where I want it. And there we go. And that's about enough. That's all I want. It's just a little bit of a division there, a leg segment. So 2 blows on the fuller. I'll set it back up, do one more. Setting the fuller back to my mark, locating where the segment is, a strike, and a strike, and I've got it, okay? I'll heat the whole thing up, and I'm just gonna bend it a little bit. I may have to do a little bit of bending finally at when we put it all together, but I've got a pretty good idea about what I want these to look like. Now the only other thing I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to forge a little flat on top in this segment here just to get a little more interest. So I'll do that right now. Okay, we'll hold this down. We'll put a little tap right there. And a little tap right there. And now we've got a nice little interesting flat. So I've got it set like this so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, and then we'll move on to the arm. So again, this is 1/2 inch round solid for the block. And I don't care if that necks up a little bit or fish mouths. I want a little bit of irregularity in this claw anyways. But I want to get down to about that's about right. I'm happy with that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and fuller 1, 2, 3 times. Something that's pretty hard. Far edge of my mark. And I like that right away. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's our first segment. Do 2 more. So I'll put the segment at my mark, and here we go. So I've struck it, and that's a little bit too uniform, so I'll just maybe make a little tap on one of those just to kind of deform it. I like that. Okay, one more. I'm going to make this last one a little bit tighter. That's better. Maybe one more there. And I'm just checking with the original to say, okay, and I'm going to do one more fuller behind this to have a short section that'll go into the body to weld. Check that one more time. There, and there. I'm going to just rough it down a little bit to reduce it. I'll force that out on the right in my mark. So I'm going to cut that off. Just making pretty good hard blows. Now it's almost off, and I'll just walk over here and tap it someplace where it'll be out of the way while I forge that down now. I'm taking a peek at the other one. I rounded that up a little bit. Like that. I'll have one big claw. Yeah. Adjust that, pull it back here a little bit. I want to make sure I can get that out. Just don't look good. Okay. I don't want to hit it too hard, but at least we've got a good start now when we go to put it all together. I may have to adjust that, but that's close enough right now. Even a little bit more. A little bit of movement on that stock, and I think we have done that. backs, got our eyes, got our legs. That should be it. Okay. Let me sign that first. Form there. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna go like that. So we're at the point where we're going to join the bottom and the top. There's a gap here, so I'm going to go ahead and heat both of these up and close them. We'll weld it up, and then we'll go ahead and finish up our connection between the legs and the body. Lock that hammer along there. Close it all up, nice, kind of a smooth together. Because this is much thinner. But maybe we can get lucky and have a little bit of a mouth part. Why not? And you definitely don't want to burn through. Now I've got a nice connection right there. Go around the perimeter, I think. Well, it's going to start to go.